What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is Jfam. In today's video, we're going to be talking about if JGOD is ruining Warzone. Now, cut me some slack. This video is a bit clickbait. I gotta get to 1,000 subs somehow. I gotta get you to click on the video, so just help me out. Cut me some slack. But no, we are going to be breaking down, in my opinion, how I believe JGOD has absolutely transformed the landscape of Warzone, alongside some other YouTubers that do in-game stats and overall holding Raven Software, the developer of Warzone, accountable for their game, and how their YouTube channel, specifically JGOD, in my opinion, has just absolutely made Warzone the most balanced game and in the best state that it is right now. But there is one con to what he does. I'll share that later on in the video. But other than that, let's get into it. All right. And if you do not know who JGOD is, he has 1 million subs on YouTube. And when it comes to his videos, the first thought that comes to my mind is just like this analytical statistics types of guy. He does upload a bit of variety of videos, such as best class setups, loadouts. He does like spectating solos, these types of things. But mainly, once again, when I think about his channel, he breaks down and does... I don't even know how he does it. Obviously, I would be doing it on my channel if I did. I just don't understand the process and how he does it, but he does it very well. He takes a look at the weapons in Warzone and breaks down the stats and just basically says, this is the stats. Are they accurate in-game versus what the game actually is saying and what is actually happening? So, for instance, a new weapon will come out. He'll take that weapon and he'll look at the stats. Then he'll go in-game and actually test the stats. He'll break down the meters, the damage, all these things. Once again, no idea how he does that. He does it very well, and he does it well enough that it's gotten the developer's attention. And that's the bonus of what this guy does. In my opinion, his channel has blown up since the integration of Cold War and Warzone. If you guys do not know, and maybe you didn't play at the time, when Cold War merged with Warzone, the game was absolutely just a disaster. It was a mess. A lot of the Cold War weapons, they said they did one thing, they didn't do another. Attachments were broken, all these things. It was just a mess when it comes to the weapons integrating with Warzone. And JGOD just went on a rampage, putting out tons of videos showing what attachments do what ones you should be using. Just say, for instance, the suppressor says it does this when the actual suppressor was doing this. Those types of things. He was phenomenal at breaking these things down. So tons of people, I believe, just started finding his videos because you want to know what the best guns are. You want to know what the best class setups are. And normally in a game, you would look at the stats. You'd say, okay, it says if I put speed tape on, it's going to increase my ADS. Well, since the game was so broken, these types of things were just so inaccurate. And JGOD broke them down so well that he would explain everything and just show you what is actually happening. Like I mentioned, I believe this got a lot of the developers' attention because you'll see tweets now, such as this one, just Raven Software putting a patch out, fixing things, nerfing things. They'll at JGOD and another guy, Exclusive Ace. He is very similar to JGOD, True Game Data, and Drifter does a little bit of it. But hey, as always, great content. Heads up, because of how we handle locational multipliers, some of the damage outputs you're looking at may deviate from what you might expect. We recommend taking a closer look. Hope this helps. Best of luck. So you got a developer of a video game that their full-time job is it's just beyond me. Their full-time job is the video game, the stats, everything that the video game includes, weapon balancing, all these things, and they're tagging a YouTuber. That's how much influence these guys have. Once again, specifically, we're focusing on JGOD. And it really is amazing, in my opinion, because if you're playing Warzone right now, which I obviously think you are because you're watching this video, why else would you be watching this video? Maybe because of me and, you know, how awesome I am. But other than that, the game is in an amazing state. I've been playing since Season 2, and I don't think there's ever been a more balanced meta in Warzone since I've been playing. And honestly, I don't want to give, you know, these guys too much credit, but I really do believe it's because of JGOD and these other types of YouTubers holding Raven Software accountable, saying, hey, you know, look, your game is saying these things are happening versus this is actually what's happening. And a lot of people are looking to them for, once again, the best loadouts, the best class setups, the best guns, because the game isn't providing that information for them. Now, here's the good thing, and I don't want to sit here and bash the developers or anything like that, is that Raven Software, and I believe because of the accountability that is being forced upon them from YouTubers basically saying your game is busted, fix it please, when it comes to cheating, in-game stats, lack of patch notes and communication with the community, they are doing a fantastic job lately. I follow a lot of the big pro players, a lot of the big YouTubers, so when it comes to specifically Warzone, and the communication that they are having with JGOD, Exclusive Ace, Joe Woe, Huskers, these guys that literally play the game for a living 8 to 10, sometimes 12 hours a day. They're streaming this game. Raven Software is listening to these guys. They're replying to these guys on Twitter. They're hopefully they're taking into account, you know, you can only see what they write, but hopefully they're taking into account what they're saying and applying it to future updates and things that need to change, specifically with cheating and when it comes to streamers, like a streamer mode, because people are just hopping in, trying to find them in game and killing them, which is ridiculous. I still don't understand that concept. But overall, I think Warzone right now is in a fantastic state. It's absolutely so fun to play. It's really enjoyable. Obviously, there's things that need to be fixed. I think there always will be something, because we don't live in a perfect world. But one thing that I want to point out, and I did mention one negative, and this is just my personal opinion. I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, and I think JGOD, he just does it too well. He does what he does, the in-game stats, the best guns and things, too well. And what I mean by that is he exposes the meta so fast that before, and I don't necessarily believe that this applies to the game now, because once again, as we talked about, Raven Software, and in my opinion, has really balanced the game out. But before that, JGOD was just so good at identifying that one gun in his video after the patch notes. That was the only gun that was going to be used. Like when a MAC-10 dropped, he exposed that there was a MAC-10 variant that made it, I believe the damage was increased on that MAC-10. And then that was all that you seen was the MAC-10, that variant as a secondary, for the next 2 weeks or the week, whatever it was that it took Raven Software to actually fix that. So he is almost too good at what he does of exposing the meta. Back in the day when I played Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, it took a while. You had to figure out actually what the guns were. You had to play the game. You had to do some in-game testing, try out different weapons, do these types of things before you discovered that new overpowered weapon when a DLC came out or they added a weapon or whatever you wanted to talk about. But basically, the minute that the minute that Raven Software puts a new update into the game or a buff or a nerf, he's just so good at exposing the best class setup for what that is. Once again, that's not his fault. That's just the con that I had. But I don't believe it exists anymore because the game is just such in a beautiful state right now. It's so fun to play. It's so balanced. You could pretty much use any main gun, any secondary. It truly is an awesome state. And I believe, once again, that it's because of these guys like JGOD, Exclusive Ace, True Game Data, Drifter. But once again, this video is covering JGOD. I'm going to put a link to his Twitter, his YouTube. He does stream on Twitch. I'll put that all in the description. I'm assuming if you're watching me, you know who this guy is. But if you don't, be sure to check him out. And I just want to say thanks, guys, for watching this video. Hope this helps you out in any way. I just felt like getting on here and just doing a small rant, maybe an appreciation video for JGOD if he sees it. Thanks, and I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week.